Brock Lesnar will be facing Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman in a fatal four-way match for the Universal Championship.
SummerSlam has certainly been heating up, but nobody has been more on fire than the man that beat John Cena, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Nakamura's going to SummerSlam!
Sunday of SummerSlam! The WWE title!
You know that if we teamed up again, we could run this place. I'm done playing games.
You want to, you need to, you have to take the Universal title off of Brock Lesnar. If Brock Lesnar loses the Universal Championship at SummerSlam, he leaves WWE. And I'm leaving with him.
It doesn't have to be a world away. I can see the light like it's inside of me. I know that if I get to know my pain, I unlock 100 different doors to better days. My life is what I make it. I just arise and take it.
Nakamura Dynasty. Begins. And now, the Max Wrestling Podcast and Danger Zone Productions presents Let the party begin. Welcome to Promo Slam 2, the real party of the summer. I'm Dazzy Dangerously, and it is indeed promo time. Welcome, of course, to the latest and greatest Max Wrestling Knowledge Championship Special. I am, of course, joined by the Max Wrestling captains. They are the Phoenix and the current reigning, defending, undisputed Max Wrestling Knowledge Champion, Mr. Mike Larkin. Gentlemen, how are you both?
I'm okay.
I'm doing okay too. A little bit half asleep. Been a long night, but I'm okay.
I feel like I'm under a bit of pressure. I feel like I'm under a bit of pressure today, but I'm alright.
Oh my goodness.
You'll also
I feel
be
like I'm under more pressure than usual.
You'll also be hearing from our sensei of podcasts and former knowledge champion, Mr. Kinny Killa, OG, the original knowledge champion, the sensei of wrestling podcasts, and the man that makes your Sundays too sweet with Sunday Segway, Mr. Kinny Killa.
Yo, what's happening, guys? I am here. I am back on the Max Wrestling, doing what I do best, and that's making sure I give the knowledge to obviously take the crown. So I want my crown back, man. I want my crown back.
Well, Mike may be wobbling. He had 3 straight defeats from the Phoenix, non-title, of course, before picking it up again this week.
Non-title, of course not.
Yes, Kinny will be joining us via satellite, and as you heard on the pre-show, he will be competing for the Knowledge Championship. So yeah, as I just said, Phoenix and Mike have been going one-on-one for the past month, and it's currently 3-1 to the Phoenix. Is that why you think you're under so much pressure this week?
Yeah, that's part of the reason, yeah.
Well, I don't know if Mike's aware of this, but you're currently on your 201st day as champion, which means You're only 2 weeks behind Kinny's reign.
Well, I will say this. If in toe I do lose, it has been worth it. I'm not a sore loser, but if I get to surpass the great Kenny Killer, I will say this. Wow. I will be shocked, because let's see how it goes, man.
Well, that effectively makes this the biggest championship we've had so far, because either the Phoenix finally wins the championship, Kenny becomes the first two-time champion, or Mike, in 2 weeks' time, will become the longest reigning champion.
Longest reigning, baby.
So it's all high pressure this week on Promo Slam 2. So, let's find out. With the first round of trivia, we gave you a preview in the pre-show of Kenny's first round, but if you missed it, don't worry, we'll play it again for you. The first round for Promo Slam 2 is the Wall of Summer. Now, all three chose a wrestler who has main evented SummerSlam to have their questions on. Up first is, of course, Kinny, who chose... Actually, you know what? I'll let him tell you yourself. Here's Kinny's questions. And Kinny chose questions on the one and only Bret the Hitman Hart. And of course, when the time is up, you will hear this particular noise.
Oh, great.
With the first question. And it's this. In what year did Bret Hart leave the WWE for the WCW?
Officially would have been 97.
Yes. How many tag team championships did Bret win with Jim Neidhart?
Tag team championships 2.
Yes. Following his 2010 return, I'll finish the question, to WWE, what championship did Bret win? 2009 return, sorry.
US championship.
Yes, it was. 3 out of 3. Good times. Okay, strong start for Kenny Killer.
Nice.
So of course.
Didn't he have Bret at the...
Yeah, he chose Bret last time as well. So of course, challengers come first. So Phoenix, you're up next. Do you want to remind everybody who you chose?
I chose the best in the world, CM Punk.
AKA Mr. Philip Jack Brooks of the UFC. I say that loosely, of the UFC. Okay. Of course, you have 15 seconds as well to answer your 3 questions on CM Punk. Are you ready?
I guess so. Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, well, no pressure, but of course, Kenny did start on strong 3 points out of 3. Okay, your time starts after your first question.
Okay.
How many championships did Punk win overall in WWE?
7.
8. In what year did Punk make his WWE debut in ECW?
2006.
Yes. Who has Punk won the World Tag Team Championships with?
Kofi Kingston.
I don't know what the hell's going on with the clock. That's the wrong sound clip. But yes, it was Kofi Kingston. I have too many clocks. Okay, the Phoenix starts on 2 points. So you're only 1 behind Kinny. It's time to bring it back. And of course, finally, is the champion, Mike Larkin. And who did you choose?
Somebody had to. It's a man who's leaving, and it is a man who got the finger at him this past week on SmackDown, and his name is John Cena.
Yes, he did. We'll talk about that later on. Okay, so your 3 questions on John Cena. And your 15 seconds start after the first question. How old was Cena when he won his first WWE Championship at WrestleMania 21?
28.
Yes, he was. In what year did John Cena win his first Royal Rumble?
2008.
Yes. And John Cena will co-star with Haley Steinfeld in which 2018 movie?
Is Bumblebee?
It is Bumblebee. 3 out of 3 for Mike too. Very
Right, I'm under
nice.
more pressure now.
Well, I totally forgot the other chick was in it because I'm thinking to myself, the only movie I know that he has coming up is Bumblebee, but I totally forgot the chick who was in the movie with him.
I was quickly trying to run through the Punk thing, and I forgot the ECW title.
Yeah, it does count as a WWE Championship.
I know. That's
And I will say this. At least you're talking like Cena movies that weren't WWE based, like not like the Marine, the 12 rounds, the Legendary, the Reunion, or any of those god awfuls.
Yeah. We're talking, well, maybe WWE studios are involved somehow.
It could be, yeah, but yeah, I much like to think of Trainwreck and the recent stuff that he's.
Okay, the next round is Breaking Kayfabe. If you haven't heard this before, people, they get one question with 3 options. One of the options is the correct answer, and another option is a kayfabe answer, which means it couldn't possibly be true. So, if the question was, who has won the most Intercontinental Championships? Is it Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels, or Goldberg? The correct answer would, of course, be Chris Jericho. The kayfabe answer would be Goldberg, because he's never won the Intercontinental Championship. I'm not sure he's ever even competed for it. So there you go.
Don't think so, no.
So the Phoenix is up first with the least points, and 2, of course, your question is about CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have 30 seconds this time, so a bit more thinking time. The question is, who was CM Punk's final opponent in Ring of Honor? Adam Cole, Colt Cabana, or Samoa Joe?
Ooh, I'm going to say Adam Cole is a kayfabe answer.
Mm-hmm.
And Colt Cabana is the right answer.
Okay, should we stop the clock?
Yeah.
Alright. First up, Adam Cole is a kayfabe answer. Yes, he's never faced Adam Cole. Adam Cole debuted in Ring of Honor in 2008, so by then Punk was already in WWE. And for the correct answer, Colt Cabana. 2 points. It was, of course, a 2 out of 3 falls match. And he dropped the ROH Championship in the match before that, the previous night. Okay, up next, Kinny Killa. So let's find out how Kinny did with his question on Bret the Hitman Hart.
Okay. Okay, I get it.
It sounds complicated, but it's a bit simpler than it is. Okay, your question is, who did Bret Hart defeat for his first WCW United States Championship? DDP, Lex Luger, or Kevin Nash? 30 seconds.
DDP is the answer, and the less likely answer, the kayfabe answer, is Kevin Nash.
All right, let's stop the clock. Daniel? Both correct. Yes, Kevin Nash has never won the United States Championship. I think he won the WCW World Championship 5 times.
Something like that.
Yeah, he had that contract.
He's a booker. So I'm just gonna book myself to win everything. I'm surprised he didn't do it like a Kurt Angle, just like win every title.
Yeah.
At once. But a Lashley.
Okay, and of course that puts Kinny. Gave Kinny 2 points as well. That puts him on 5. And finally, Mike with a breaking kayfabe question about John Cena.
Jack.
And your 30 seconds begin after the question is asked, which is, who did John Cena face at WrestleMania 26? Kurt Angle, The Miz, or Batista?
The kayfabe answer is Kurt Angle, and the actual person he wrestled at WrestleMania 26 was Batista.
Okay, should we stop the clock?
Yep.
Stop the clock. Sorry, Phoenix, for swearing when I said The Miz. Okay, kayfabe answer, Kurt Angle. Yes, he's never faced Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
Which I think would be a great WrestleMania match if it would have happened, because they've had so many great matches against each other.
Yeah, they did have
Yeah,
some
they
great
had
matches right before
four
Angle
feud in
left.
2005, didn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
they? 2005, they had that
Uh,
feud.
It's kind of a shame really that Angle left just as Cena was taking off, but there we go.
Mm.
And the correct answer, Batista. Oh, sorry. Yes, it was Batista.
No, no, delete, yes.
Okay, so that puts Kenny and Mike on top with 5 and Phoenix on 4. We will continue the trivia in just a little bit, but we are of course here to predict this weekend's festivities as well. So kicking off with NXT Takeover Brooklyn the 3rd. And it's going to be the 4th next year, as we know now. It's going to be back in Brooklyn again for the 4th straight year. So, wow, the pre-show is actually pretty stacked. For a pre-show, we've got Corey Graves, Lita, Nakamura, Carmella, Sasha Banks, Neville, all on the pre-show. All coming home. All coming home. But the main card for NXT TakeOver, let's kick it off. I thought it was going to be a pre-show match, but they all seem to be on the main card, so we'll kick it off with Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Almas.
Can I just say that Zolita Vega, one Thea Trinidad Rosita, is smoking?
Yes.
and number two, number two, damn you, Austin Aries. Damn you, Austin Aries.
It's so unfortunate. She just comes into NXT and Aries just gone.
That's what I mean by that, because if he would have stuck around, we would have had both of them in the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as far as this goes, it looks like Andrade's back on the winning path, and I think we actually could have a good feud with this because Ciampa's out till next year, and Andrade has been killing it. I mean, I love his work, Gargano's as well, but I'll be honest with you. I'm going to say a shocking, and I'm going to say Andrade Cien Almas gets the win over Johnny Wrestling.
Ooh. Well, he's never really had a takeover win, so
no, that's what
it's long overdue. But
yeah, and I can see her getting a Rosita getting involved.
Yeah, which would make sense, but just some part of me just screams Gargano.
And I feel you too. I wouldn't be shocked, but yeah, I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna say Almas.
Phoenix, anything different?
I'm gonna say Gargano.
Yeah, I mean, like I keep saying, I don't really keep up to date with NXT that much anymore. I just mainly watch the takeovers. But did we have a blow off from the feud with Gargano and Ciampa?
Not yet, man. No, because he's hurt.
But I remember.
So we've still got that to come. So I can imagine they're planning on keeping Gargano on top.
I saw a poster not too long ago about Gargano like teasing then leaving NXT or something. So I don't know what's happening with that.
Well,
it was he had a big announcement, and I think it was just it was like his birthday or something. It was like something he thought it was like to make it like big, but it was just something to be funny.
Trolling, man, he's a troll.
The trollers, man.
So moving on to another person who was, speaking of leaving not so long ago, Hideo Itami going one-on-one with Aleister Black, who has just gone over huge with the WWE audience since he's debuted in NXT.
A match that I think will steal the show because these guys are tremendous. I gotta go Black, man. Aleister Black.
Got to take the Black.
Yes, fade to Black.
That's a reference to our other show, Throne Zone.
By the way,
no one said it for ages, have they?
No.
By the way, what is with everybody like HBO and like friggin' David Beckham like spoiling the spoilers for Game of Thrones? Why has everybody got to be spoiler city, man?
Game of Thrones is the most avoidable spoilerish show in the world. You just have to avoid everything because there's spoilers everywhere, and you can't spoil Game of Thrones.
It's like damn. Yeah,
it's like you want to know what happens, but you don't want to be spoiled. But you don't want to see the spoiler because you want to be surprised in the same way.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I mean, we're getting on, we're crossing over shows here, but the thing is with Game of Thrones, the episodes are so epic, you need to see them in all their glory without knowing what's going to happen because it just takes you by surprise.
Yeah, it's just the thing. The thing that got me is because you mentioned the crossover there. It's just because I saw the article about HBO in Spain leaks the spoiler. I'm like, HBO in Spain. I'm like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
yeah. Who needs hackers when you're as incompetent as HBO?
Yeah, right.
So Phoenix, you saying Aleister Black or Hideo?
I don't know. Tough one there.
You have to
I'm gonna
consider.
go with Aleister Black.
Yeah, Black's been on a hell of a roll.
And Hideo hasn't really done much since he's just had bad luck in NXT.
Yeah, Hideo's had probably the worst luck of anybody I've seen in NXT. Even worse than Sami Zayn's, and he was booked to have bad luck.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so moving on to the tag team championship match between the Authors of Pain and Sanity. Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane of Sanity.
Tough one to call.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be upset if Sanity wins the tag titles, but I gotta go Authors of Pain, dude. I gotta say Akam and Razor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking if it was maybe Eric Young and Killian Dane, I'd go with Sanity, but as it's
Wolf.
the two, not less important ones, but
Yeah.
less accomplished, less recognizable ones, I think it's probably going to be Authors of Pain.
I would normally say that the lead Eric Young's like the leader of Sanity, isn't he? And the leaders don't win like the tag titles. It usually is like backups, if you will.
Yeah.
But then Orton and Ray won the tag titles instead of Eric Rowan and Luke Carter of the Wyatt family.
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
all of Bray's title wins have been a joke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Sanity anyway.
All right.
The thing is, they have to have a face team because I can see this happening because these guys just debuted, and I gotta say they're not bad. Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits will probably get a shot down the line like Heavy Machinery did.
Interesting factoid right now about the Authors of Pain.
Good.
They're currently only 4 days behind your reign as Knowledge Champion.
Wow.
That's how long they've been champions.
Oh wow. Okay.
Since January, of course, before the Takeover for Royal Rumble.
Well, hey, if Paul Ellering's in their corner, can you really go wrong, man? Because it's freaking Paul Ellering.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the legendary manager we're talking about.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I guess you can call it a double main event. We've got the women's championship, we've got the men's championship.
It's not a double main event. There's only one main event.
There's only one. There's no such thing as a double main event. The match that goes on last is the main event, but they're both as important as each other in terms of NXT. So for the women, we've got Asuka versus Ember Moon. Can you finally see Asuka dropping the championship?
I can.
I can. And then having to be called up to like the main roster, whether it be Raw or SmackDown.
She's currently on her 502nd day as women's champion.
Yeah.
As champion. She needs to drop it and then come up to the main roster. Ember Moon and Nikki Cross can run that division for NXT.
Yeah.
At least until the Mae Young Classic's over.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about that too. The Mae Young Classic, when that's over, I think it's Ember's time. I think it's Ember Moon's time to win the championship. So I will say that she wins the championship. As far as Asuka being called up, I'd love to see her on the SmackDown roster go against the likes of Becky Lynch, Charlotte when she returns.
Yeah.
Well, they got the Superstar Shakeup as well, haven't they? Coming up.
Oh yeah. But we'll see.
Oh, you can almost guarantee Asuka will show up in the shake-up.
And there's usually a call-up from NXT after one of the big pay-per-views, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, at least after SummerSlam and WrestleMania. So.
So on to the main event. Well, we assume it'll be the main event. Bobby Roode versus Drew McIntyre for the NXT Championship.
So you got one who's glorious and one who stands up for professional wrestling, which is cool. I mean, I've been enjoying this. I mean, we're gonna get McIntyre and Strong possibly going down the line. Personally, I gotta go Bobby Roode, man, because Adam Cole baby is coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Adam Cole's sign. He's in the performance center and stuff, isn't
Yeah, I love you, dirt sheets. I'd rather be surprised, but yes, Adam Cole, baby, is coming to NXT. This is the one I'm torn on the most with Bobby and Drew McIntyre because I think it's a fast push for Drew, but at the same time, maybe it is time for Roode to move up because he's not a young man.
And then everyone wants that Triple H versus Bobby Roode match, don't they?
Yeah. But I'm gonna go with Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode.
Yeah, I think they'd probably save him until maybe the next Mania. Or closer to WrestleMania.
Yes. Could you imagine the glorious? Yeah, could you imagine?
The glorious theme at WrestleMania.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Oh my.
Imagine if he's a surprise entrant at the Royal Rumble.
Oh my goodness.
It would be glorious.
It would be glorious.
So, are we? Okay, final predictions for that match: Bobby Roode or Drew McIntyre?
Bobby Roode.
Roode from Mike Phoenix.
Bobby Roode.
Okay, Fallout for Bobby Roode.
And I'll say that just because his former partner, who's sorry about your damn luck, used to call him my man Bobby Roode.
Is that Cowboy still in IW?
He is still with IWGF. Yes.
I
just
feel
like
James Storm.
He needs to go to NXT and join Bobby.
He does.
Beer Money in WWE.
Yeah. Well,
but
just
they
like
wouldn't be called Beer Money though.
No, we can't call him Beer Money.
They'd be
they'd
be alcohol cash.
Alcohol. Well, we just saw Bobby Roode, man. GFW Amp, one night only. It's from 2 years ago, but who cares?
Or maybe the Glorious Cowboys.
The Glorious
That works. That works.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that's all our NXT predictions done. We're going to go to the third round of trivia now. But first of all, shout out to the incredible Rise Against. And one of tonight's theme songs. Surprise, we didn't announce it before. Welcome to the Breakdown from the album Wolves. Make sure you check it out now on iTunes and Spotify. Okay, the third round is bell to bell. Ding, ding, ding. Up first again is the Phoenix, who is on 4 points. So of course you will get 2 matches based on CM Punk, and all you got to do is tell me which one lasted the longest. And your matches are as follows: CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy in a steel cage match on SmackDown in August 2009. The loser leaves WWE match. And that was CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan at Over the Limit 2012. Which one lasted the longest?
Usually pay-per-view matches last longer. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with Daniel Bryan at Over the Limit.
Okay, should we stop the clock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk was 24 minutes 4 seconds. Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk was 1 minute 25 seconds. Point to you. Daniel, it was you.
Yes.
I just have the images in my head of her kissing Punk, Bryan, Kane in my head.
and then she got then it was all the Slammy nominations for like best kiss of the year.
Yeah.
AJ and like 6 other weird.
Crazy chick.
Gotta love crazy chicks.
Alright, so currently everybody's on 5. So let's see if Kinny can get 6 with his question. Here we go. Again, 30 seconds on the clock. The matches are Bret Hart versus Owen Hart at SummerSlam 1994.
and Bret Hart versus The Undertaker at Royal Rumble 96. Which one lasted the longest?
Bret Hart versus Undertaker at Royal Rumble 96.
Yeah. Or Bret versus Owen at SummerSlam.
Bret versus Owen. Because 96, I don't believe that there was any. What happened? Was there any interference for 96? Royal Rumble 96. 96 would have been the year Bret returned and faced. No. I'm gonna say Owen. Bret and Owen.
Bret and Owen.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the time. Thank you, bro. Okay, Bret and Owen in the steel cage match lasted 32 minutes 22 seconds. And Bret versus The Undertaker was just short at 28:31. You get another point.
Wait, Bret Undertaker 28 minutes that one was.
Undertaker was a lot younger back then. Okay, full house so far. Okay, that puts Kenny on 6. Now over to Mike for his question, which of course is 2 John Cena matches.
Okay.
And quite appropriately, actually. So we've got John Cena versus Triple H at WrestleMania 22. And then we've got John Cena versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 23. Which one lasted the longest?
Oh, man. Okay. This is gonna be a stretch. But I am going to say that it was... They're both probably pretty close, but you know, man, I'm gonna say the showstopper, the icon, the main event, John Cena versus Shawn Michaels.
Okay, stop the clock. Cena versus HBK was 29 minutes 27 seconds.
Okay.
And Cena and Triple H at Mania 22 was 22 minutes and 2 seconds. Point to
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So, scores at the moment, Kenny and Mike both on 6 and the Phoenix on 5. It is so close. And we're going to go to our first break now. When we come back, we will be concluding the trivia and finding out who walks away from PromoSlam 2 as the Knowledge Champion. And we'll also be predicting SummerSlam. So stay tuned, we'll be right back after this.
The Sunday Segway Wrestling Podcast. Every Sunday, bringing you 100% news, 100% banter. We give you no less than 100% every week. Interviewing the best and up-and-coming wrestling talent there is in the world.
Hi, this is Ring of Honor superstar Adam Cole.
Hey guys, this is Justin Rosero from the Place to Be podcast.
This is the People's Princess, Nadia Sapphire.
Hi, this is Rob Shammerger. This is Shiloh Jones.
Hi wrestling fans, this is the Alpha Female.
Hey guys, this is Jake Tuck, formerly known as WWE's Tyler Rex. Hello, pro wrestling fans. This is pro wrestler The Brian Kendrick, and you're listening to the Sunday Segway. The Sunday Segway.
Sunday Segway.
Sunday Segway Wrestling Sunday
Segway. Sunday Segway Wrestling.
The Sunday Segway Wrestling Podcast. This is Jake the Snake Roberts telling you, if you don't know it, you're listening to the Sunday Segway Wrestling Podcast. Keep doing it, or else. Trust me.
You know we always have awesome music on our specials. Tonight is no different. Make sure you check out Stand Your Ground, one of today's theme songs by Frozen in Time. It's available now on iTunes and Spotify. And welcome back to PromoSlam 2. When we left you, Mike and Kinny were both on 6 and the Phoenix was on 5. It's the closest trivia championship showdown we've had to date. So let's go to round 4, which is the old classic championship title sequence. Phoenix, again, you're up first with the least amount of points.
And of course, your sequence does involve CM Punk.
Okay.
And this, you'll have 30 seconds to tell me who comes next in the sequence. The sequence is the Intercontinental Championship. And the sequence is William Regal, CM Punk, and John Bradshaw Layfield. Who came next?
Rey Mysterio.
You say Rey Mysterio. Do you want me to stop the clock?
Yes, please.
Okay, stop the clock on 7 seconds. Was the sequence William Regal, CM Punk, JBL, Rey Mysterio? Yes, it was. You're on 6.
Booyaka, booyaka!
Ray beat him at like 20 odd seconds at WrestleMania 25 and JBL quit after.
Yeah.
Then it went to Chris Jericho.
Yes.
So Ray and Jericho had a feud over it for a couple of times. So.
Yeah.
He ripped his mask off.
Yeah, it's a mask versus title. Okay, next up is Kinny. Of course, his sequence was based on Bret the Hitman Hart. And here we go. Of course, it does involve Bret Hart, and the championship is the WWE Championship. So 30 seconds to say who comes next in the sequence of Macho Man Randy Savage, Ric Flair, and Bret Hart. Who came next?
So sorry, Macho Man,
Ric
Flair,
and then Bret.
And then Bret. Bob Backlund.
Bob Backlund. Do you want me to stop the clock?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it Bob Backlund? It was.
Wait, don't say who it was. Don't say who it was. Oh yeah. Oh, I went too far in into 90 thing. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
It was Yokozuna.
Oh, I should have got that one. I can't believe I missed that one.
But the only one you got wrong.
Oh, it's annoying because that's my time. That's the only reason why I'm annoyed. I know the sequence.
Okay. Which means Kenny and the Phoenix are level on 6. Which normally the final head-to-head would be between the person with the most points and this person with the second most points. But as Kenny and the Phoenix are level, we're going to have to make it a triple threat for the Knowledge Championship. So regardless of whether Mike gets a point now, it's going to be a triple threat. But let's just do it anyway for Mike. Your question, obviously, is based on John Cena.
Jack.
And it is the Tag Team Championships.
Oh, man.
So you can't make it a WWE, can you?
Bret only ever really won the WWE Championship.
Okay.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
Cena.
For the tag titles, man, I gotta now think of the people who he was feuding with. So, all right, go ahead.
Okay, the sequence is, you have 30 seconds, of course, to tell me who come next in the sequence of Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel of the Core, John Cena and The Miz, sorry, Phoenix, and Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel of the Core again. Who came next?
That title reign between Cena and Miz only lasted like 5 minutes. So.
Yeah, it was like legit. Like, come on. All right, one more time, man. I'm sorry.
The Core, Slater and Gabriel, Cena and The Miz, and then the Core again, Slater and Gabriel. Who came next?
Slater and Gabriel, the Core, Cena and Miz, the Core again. Man, this is just a total guess. Was it? Dear God, this is again a guess because this time here is very fuzzy for me. The Big Show and Kane.
It is a tough one. Okay, Big Show and Kane. It was.
I was originally going to say Santino and Kozlov, but I think that came later.
I think that came. No, I think that came when they were all still the Nexus.
Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, it was one of those. But yeah, Nexus called.
I'm surprised at that because I didn't think Kane and Big Show won it again after 2006.
No, they beat the Core.
I didn't remember that.
Okay, so the main event, head-to-head, is now a head-to-head-to-head. which is quite appropriate considering we got a multi-man main event for SummerSlam. So we will do that at the end of the show. But first, let's get into SummerSlam. And we've got 11 matches to go through.
Did you see what they put on the pre-show?
I did, and we're going to go to that match first. And I'm so surprised that they put this match on the pre-show. I know Phoenix will be happy about it. It's the tag team title match between the Usos and the New Day.
That's what I said. I'm like, what the hell? The Usos getting me.
If you're going to bump any of those matches to the pre-show, you'd expect Big Show and Big Cass.
For fucking that one?
Akira Tozawa and Neville also got bumped to the pre-show.
Unless they're planning something big for Enzo and not a Big Show and Big Cass at the match. Well,
Enzo's going to be stuck above the ring, isn't he?
There has been a lot of talk about Enzo turning on Big Show and then Cass and Enzo reunite as a heel tag team.
Which would make no sense because Cass just spent a couple of months beating the shit out of him.
Apparently it's because they feel like it was the wrong move. Cass on Enzo.
I've only got one thing to say to WWE Creative. Feckin' idiots.
I fucking hate them.
So we'll do the Cruiserweight Championship match first. I'm just going to say they screw us over and say Neville takes it back.
I think Raw was just a feel-good moment for Tozawa to win it, to do like a surprise of the show. So yeah, I'm going Neville too.
And I hate it when they give away the pay-per-view matches less than a week before the pay-per-view on free TV. Because it just, why do I need to watch the pay-per-view now?
Yeah. Well, you're not the only one who said that, because my parents and I were watching Raw and they're like, they just gave this away like days before. Why do I want to watch this now?
Yeah, it was the same with Balor and Bray.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it because they want to build towards him being the demon, but still, come on now.
Yeah. So we got normal Finn against Bray, and then we got demon Finn against Bray at SummerSlam, but we'll get into that. But yeah, I'm sticking with Neville, saying he'll just drop it straight back to Neville, and it'll be a waste.
Neville up.
Yeah.
So I don't think I need to ask the Phoenix's opinion on this one, but I will anyway. Usos or New Day?
Don't care. I just do not care.
Well, you got to pick one. Not your favourite, just who you think they're going to book to win.
Easing me away at this when I say it, but I'm going to have to say the New Day probably.
Okay.
I prefer the Usos, but I think, booking the New Day to go over.
Okay.
Man, they just had the Usos win on SmackDown. The New Day combination is the Biggie and Xavier Woods. I'm going to say New Day retain too, just because they just got it, and I got to say Usos will probably get it maybe again down the line, but yeah, New Day.
Okay. I'm kind of the same with the Cruiserweight title match. There's a part of me that just thinks they're going to give it back to the Usos. I think maybe they'll realise they made a mistake because the Usos are on such a roll at the moment.
The New Day don't need a tag title ring, really, do they?
Kinda, yeah, because they're on the biggest roll they've ever been on at the moment.
Well, even bigger than when they were longest reigning tag champs on Raw.
Yeah, because nobody liked them then. They're pretty over right now.
Nobody likes them now.
No, they are pretty over right now since they've changed their gimmick.
Day one-ish.
Yeah, oos.
Oh.
I never got that t-shirt day one-ish. I mean, what the hell is that meant to be?
Day one is H. What does that even mean?
Wait a minute. So
a shirt means nothing.
So they get a thing, and it says to be on it, and everybody has these theories that it's either A, Harper and Rowan, B, the Hype Bros heel turn, and C, someone said it's probably Brooklyn, and where there's talk of a Crime Time return.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, it cannot be crime. It cannot be Crime Time. I'm thinking it's either the Hype Bros heel turn or a Harper and Rowan thing, but no Crime Time, please. No pop.
I don't see
Well,
Prime Time
Time is-
returning because I think
Oh.
JTG's learned his lesson not to pick up the phone when WWE's calling.
Why did I write this?
Yeah.
I don't think Prime Time would do well in this day of WWE type of thing. I mean, 10 years ago, yeah, fine.
Yeah, well, I
But
mean,
WWE's like more strict and more PG than it was 10 years ago, so I
yeah.
don't think it would.
In their
work
theme
out
song, in the opening line, it talks about smoking a joint, smoking a rollie or something.
Yeah.
You can't have that in PG.
Bringing
No,
the hood to you.
That's when they changed it to Shag Gaspard and GTG. It's crime time, you know.
Word up.
It's another team that never won the tag titles. At the time, I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
it was a shame, but
It's fucking Shad Gaspard's fault, man. He doesn't shut his mouth.
I never realized. Completely forgot Crime Time never won a tag team championships.
they
could have.
They sort of stole him for like a week off. They had plenty of opportunities, and then they did. And fuck this, we'll just take them from Priceless at the time, and then have to give them back. But they never officially won the tag title.
Okay, so let's go on to the main card. I'm going to kick things off on a high with the tag team championships between Cesaro and Sheamus and 2/3 of the Shield, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, who finally let bygones be bygones this week. I think they teased it a little bit too much on Raw when they were putting the fist out, then retracting it, then putting the fist out, then retracting it, then finally just both at the same time. I think they dragged that out just a little bit too much, but it was cool to see. Got a nice pop.
Nice mark-out moment.
Yeah. Now I'm in two minds about this match because either, as I said last week, one of them is going to turn heel, which would be Ambrose, I would assume. But then again, I'm also thinking we're going to get a heel turn later on in the show, so I don't really think they're going to put two on SummerSlam. And of course, the other scenario is we just get a feel-good moment and Ambrose and Rollins win the tag team titles together. I'm going to go with the second option, just to give me false hope.
I'm gonna go.
Because I'm torn on the whole Ambrose and Rollins thing, the way they're going to go about it. Are they going to bring Roman in after SummerSlam and properly reform the Shield? I don't know.
I can't see that happening because Roman is pretty much fully turning heel at the moment. Or he's on his way there.
I gotta go feel good moment.
Or do we get another like a switch for this match, like Cesaro and Sheamus become heel, and then Ambrose and Rollins become heel, and Sheamus and Cesaro become faces during the match type of thing.
Like a double turn, yeah.
Yeah, and then bring in Roman after
I wouldn't
that type of thing.
I wouldn't think Cesaro and Sheamus turn face because they're probably going to feud with the Hardys again down the road. Now that they're awoken.
Yeah, dude. I gotta go with the feel good moment. I loved it. I gotta go Ambrose and Rollins because Rollins and Reigns were tag champs, so why not Ambrose and Rollins? And Dean Ambrose, I believe, is going to be Grand Slam champion because he's held every title.
Yeah, he's held every title except tag team so far.
There you go, Grand Slam. Ambrose.
Phoenix, final prediction for that match?
Only because I'm still sort of confused about where they're going to go with Ambrose and Rollins. I'm going to say Sheamus and Cesaro.
Okay, champs retain.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a few throwaway matches at SummerSlam that not necessarily a big attraction. So they'll be okay matches, but there's nothing really special about them. And the first one that comes to mind there is Randy Orton and Rusev.
You really need to ask this one. Maybe we should know it. Rusev has
another burial for Rusev.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care.
You just can't get behind Rusev anymore.
It's burial city for Rusev. I'm going with Randall K.
It's a Bray Wyatt effect. You just can't get behind him because of the shitty way they've been booked.
I'm a bit more invested in Rusev than I am with Bray.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, they just did the thing on SmackDown where he beat up Gable on the table. Then he gets the RKO out of nowhere because, of course. So, and I just think, he lost to Cena, and I think he's going to lose to Orton. And it's unfortunate, but I got to go Randall K, man. And Randy Orton has been losing straight up to the Maharaja, so I got to say Orton wins. I know he just beat the Maharaja, but I got to go to Orton. Orton. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm with the Viper as well on that one. I'd rather be on Rusev's side, but I also think it would be harsh, really, if Rusev took a loss to Cena and then the next pay-per-view took a loss to Orton. I mean, they're like the two top guys.
Yeah, but it's the creative, man. It's just
if that does happen, that just goes to prove that somebody somewhere has really got it in for Rusev.
Machka something.
Are they still salty that he cut his hair without telling them?
How dare you cut your hair?
I didn't know he did that without their permission. I didn't know you needed permission to have a haircut and stuff.
Yeah, that's why he got suspended.
That's stupid. The stupidest. Yeah, I got a haircut. You're suspended. What? The most stupidest reason I've ever heard for a bloody suspension.
This is Vince McMahon we're talking about.
Oh my God.
Do you understand that they got friggin' pissed off that Tyler Breeze friggin' left early? He got buried for months.
Yeah.
I think my head's about to explode the way Butchers did not too long ago when when he was doing the rant, and then it was like Low Key's joining
LAX.
LAX.
Yeah, fuck off.
He was like, so wait, just back up for a minute. Low Key, Agent 47, joining LAX.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Right. Yeah. That's sort of my reaction to the Rusev suspension.
Yeah, that's why he got suspended, because he got a haircut.
Oh.
And he came back just as it started to grow. It's still not the length it was. I'm guessing that's also why they split him and Lana up on SmackDown. You never see them together anymore.
Well, yeah, because we have to have the Let's Be Honest angle there now with her and Tamina, and you scratch my eye, I got scratchers. I'll show you how to be ravishing, Tamina.
Let's stick with the women then for SmackDown, because we've got a match that I don't really care about. I wish I did, but I don't. Naomi defending against Natalya. Obviously, I'm not a Naomi fan. I'm a Natalya fan, but it always seems too late for Natalya. Like, they always give her these title opportunities. Sorry, title shot. I'm not Michael Cole. Title shot. And then just don't give it to her. Natalya always seems like the veteran that's just thrown in there to round out the field.
She's like Victoria of 2017.
Yeah. Like, they'll put her in title matches, but she's never going to win the title. She's just there to make their opponent look good.
No, she's there to put them over and stuff like that.
I wish she would extinguish the glow.
It's a shame, really, because how long has she been there now? 7 years or so?
Yeah.
No.
7, 8 years? Something like that?
No, 10 years.
Oh, yeah, because she debuted when feuded with Michelle McCool for the Divas title.
Yeah, she came in like 07, 08. Yeah, almost 10 years.
So, yeah, she's a veteran, but, she hasn't had that many title reigns, really, has she?
Last time she was the champ was what, like 2011, 2012?
Yeah. Well, again, feuded with Michelle McCool.
One-time Divas champion.
Yeah. You should have more title reigns under her belt.
Do you guys see Carmella cashing in since we are in Brooklyn?
Well,
possibility.
It's very close to Jersey.
Yeah. Or do you want to save it for like Naomi wins and then she cashes it in on SmackDown?
It would make sense because it's in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But
well, they're all Brooklyn, yeah, but still. Do you want it on a pay-per-view or do you want it to be on like a SmackDown?
I think it'd be predictable if it was at SummerSlam. We don't get long, drawn-out cash-ins anymore.
Exactly. So let's see. But all in all, Naomi's retaining that belt. Feel the glow.
Yeah, Naomi. I don't want to say it, but yeah, it's Naomi.
Come on, man.
I'm not a Naomi fan.
I know, but I just wanted to hear you say I don't want to say it because I know it makes you feel all cringe inside.
Extinguish the glow.
Yes, extinguish the glow.
Okay, what's worse, Daz? What's worse? Feel the glow, or I don't get hype, I stay hyped?
Well, until I see Mojo Rawley personified in a championship, I'm gonna say Naomi's worse.
Okay,
just
but
because of that
see,
belt.
I had to make you think for a second. So there you
I
go.
would have thought you'd go with Mojo, because Mojo's always going to be the I stay hyped.
If he
piece of shit.
created a custom belt that
Right,
was as
and then-
shitty as that one, then he would be worse. Yes.
And then, but that feel the glow thing for Naomi is only going to be as long as she's champion. Like that glow in the dark title is only going to be for her. Probably once she loses it, she'll go back to the original design.
Yeah, and when she loses it, Mojo will be worse again.
Hmm.
At the moment, we're not seeing Mojo though, so that's good.
I like your thinking.
Phoenix, are you saying Naomi?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Okay.
prefer it to be Natalia, but just know it's going to be Naomi.
Yeah. Foregone conclusion, that one. Okay. Let's get this one out of the way. Big Show versus Big Cass, with Enzo Amore suspended above the ring in a shark cage.
Fuck it. Don't care.
They are really pushing that toy. Are we sure Vince Russo isn't back in WWE? Because this is the second shark cage match we've had in less than a year.
Where's Judy Bagwell in the forklift?
Yeah.
The other two even, I think they started doing it at the end of last year, didn't they?
We're one step away from having the second Kennel from Hell match.
Just make it all stop.
I've only got one thing to say about it.
I'll just go through this one quickly then. Big Cass for me.
Big Cass.
Big Cass after Enzo turns on Big Show.
Oh, you're going with a heel turn.
I think Enzo's going to be the heel turn this year.
Okay.
And once again, to reiterate, fuck it.
Yeah, that would be the most underwhelming heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about Baron Corbin cashing in. Basically getting punished for being a heel. Go figure. Because he's going to be facing Cena again at SummerSlam.
I see. Yeah.
It's a catch-22 because they expect you to be a heel on social media. If you're a heel on screen, you expect you to be a heel like in social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then he was, and that's what he was doing, and yet, so it's either he's pissed management off. Apparently, some people have lost faith in him, which is something else. So that's why they made him do it. But it's completely stupid.
Yeah, it made no sense as to why they freaking got like so heated with him over that. It's just a heel being a heel.
Yeah, I'd love to know what the hell they're smoking when they make these shitty decisions.
Phoenix's head really is going to blow this week.
I still got to go with the idea that he's winning just because Cena's going to film the movie and he's just not going to be around. So for that, I'm going to say Baron Corbin gets the win because he was made to look like a fool on SmackDown. He'll probably get his comeuppance. And John Cena just put over Nakamura. Why can't John Cena put over Baron Corbin? So I'm saying BC in the building, Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Corbin's got to win it. You know, it might not be clean, but it probably won't give him a clean victory, but, you know, still got to give him a victory.
The funny thing is, it was Dave Meltzer who I noticed Corbin popping at. Why would anybody get punished for showing up Dave Meltzer? The guy's an idiot.
And he gets everything wrong.
Yeah, he's Mystic Meltzer.
He's got no credibility, that Meltzer. Why people still give him the time of day? It bloody boggles my mind.
Dave Meltzer's got a following of fools. In the words of Tyrion, they're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's move on. So as we heard on Raw, as we all knew, it's the Demon Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. I love all the commentators' reactions, all going, "Oh my God, I can't believe it!" Really? We called it was going to be the Demon weeks ago. Everybody knew it was going to be the Demon.
And it's going to be Finn.
Well, when it comes to Bray Wyatt, we don't really need to ask who's going to win, do we?
And that's a shame because he was built as well, he was going to be built as the next Undertaker type of thing.
Yeah.
And that's a shame.
I gotta go Finn Balor, because if they're gonna have him come back as the Demon, you don't have him lose. So Balor's gonna get his revenge on Wyatt.
I mean, look how long it took the Demon to lose on it in NXT.
Yeah, well, yeah, but still, I gotta go Balor.
Yeah. Full house for Finn Balor there.
Yep.
Another question though, are we going to see a different kind of Demon this time? Because we've always seen the same sort of face paint, but as we know in Japan, he came up with all these different creations. I think it's about time we saw a different version of Demon before it gets stale.
It was a bit more different last year's SummerSlam than it was in NXT. I mean, you had the skull thing over the eye and different coloured tongue.
Also, they ruined it last year by having him on Raw first. This year they've done it right. They've announced it, but they haven't shown the Demon yet. So we'll see. Back over to...
Yeah, and it was a different design from that episode of Raw to what we saw at SummerSlam. It was a different design.
Yeah.
So, it had its ups and downs.
Can I just say one thing? Are you guys happy that Jason Jordan versus The Miz is not on the card for the Intercontinental title?
I'm happy because Jason Jordan isn't. Phoenix is happy because The Miz isn't.
Well, I'm happy because both aren't on it.
Okay. But oh god, what a pointless feud.
You guys know that they're probably going to do it next month, and they're just saving it till like the next month when it's not SummerSlam.
Yeah. Or it'll just be on Raw the next night.
Yeah, just Jason Jordan.
Jason Angle.
Jason Angle. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
So back over to the SmackDown side, we have Shane McMahon as a special referee for AJ Styles and Kevin Owens. Again, really enjoyed the segment between them this week on SmackDown.
Hell yeah.
It's great to see them playing off against each other, and Kevin Owens sold it so well when he accidentally kicked Shane.
Yeah, his facial expression was priceless.
And I think he just kind of looked at AJ and said, "This is your fault." It was like when you're play wrestling with a sibling and you break something.
Yeah.
And Kevin Owens is like, "It's your fault."
That's why he's a great heel.
They're both like 6-year-old kids. It's your fault. No, it's your fault. It's your fault.
Yeah. Shane, AJ broke something.
I gotta think that Shane's gonna do something that'll piss Owens off, so that's why I'm saying Styles retains, and we're gonna get Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon at Hell in a Cell. But I do see, as far as AJ Styles' next opponent and feud for the United States Championship will probably be the returning Dolph Ziggler.
Ooh, that'd be a cool feud.
It would be
if they can get Ziggler just right.
Exactly.
I think Ziggler's problem is that he oversells just a little bit, and he needs to dial back with selling a little bit. You know what I mean?
We had The Rock taking a stunner for like 3 years.
Yeah, but then he explained that he did that for like cases of beer.
Yeah, maybe someone bets Dolph Ziggler a case of beer, he can oversell.
And look at Scott Hall at WrestleMania 18, the way he took that stunner.
Yeah. It's like he bounced off a trampoline.
Yeah.
I just said, "Oh, it's a WrestleMania stunner."
Good old JR.
Phoenix, you saying AJ as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's phenomenal.
They don't want none.
I've got to say, AJ's mic skills have gone so good since he came to WWE.
Yes.
He's never cut the best promos in TNA, but he's really improved in WWE with his promos.
I always thought his promos were really good.
They weren't bad in TNA, but they weren't great. Now they're pretty solid all the time. So let's do the other women's match between Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks, who apparently have legitimate beef in real life. Or there's some competitiveness there.
I think it's just competitiveness, like they're always trying to outperform each other.
I will say this.
Prove that they're the best.
You better know which Hardy Boy is which, damn it. I just remember that, like, after the friggin' pay-per-view with the Raw talk, she doesn't even know which Hardy Boy is which, and I'm like, okay. I'm just like, what does that have to do with anything? Okay. But yeah.
I'm wondering if Alexa's going to be okay to compete after getting smacked on the ass by that kid.
Oh my god, Nia Jax's face was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe he did that.
That's so funny. Okay, can you blame him? I mean, come on now. Can you blame the kid?
I like how Nia Jax yelled at the kid first and then sort of laughed about it.
It was.
And then I saw some bloody outrage comments from some fans after someone posted it on Facebook.
Oh, was it feminists?
Probably, yeah.
Feminazis.
Yeah, probably.
Get over yourselves.
And as someone who likes to look at it from both sides, I gotta say, in that regards, those people can go fuck themselves, okay? It was funny. It was heat. And, you know, hey, we got a little laugh about it while she yelled at him. A little heat, a little heel heat from her.
That little kid has lived every one of our dreams. He smacked one of the divas on their ass. And he didn't have to go through the fiance to do it.
Hell yeah. It's not like Buddy Murphy's gonna do anything. So
I mean, it's not like he properly groped their ass. I mean, it was just like a quick.
Hey,
it was the way. It was the same way you'd pack guys on the shoulder when they pass you, but it just happened to be on a cheek.
Yeah, job well
done.
Or like football thingies, like football stars in the locker room. You know, they're probably patting each other on the ass.
Yeah, job well done, man.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I gotta say Alexa Bliss retains over Sasha Banks. We gotta get that Sasha Bailey feud again.
Yeah, well, I was thinking either Sasha wins it and Bailey comes back and turns heel, which we all know needs to happen, or Sasha or Alexa Bliss retains, Bailey comes back, wins the title, and then we get a Sasha and Bailey feud over the title. But it's difficult because it's which one probably needs to turn heel more, Sasha or Bailey.
I am going with Sasha to win, and then Bailey turns heel when she comes back.
Okay, so I'll stick with the goddess, Alexa Bliss. She's full of piss. And vinegar. Get it?
I'm glad you added and vinegar.
Notice how I paused there, right?
Yeah. Next up, we will
I'm
go.
going to say Alexa Bliss to retain.
Oh, you're changing it, okay.
Yeah. All right, Phoenix. Yeah. Go with the goddess.
Okay. So that leaves...
Hey, she has a throne, man. She has a throne. She was sitting all high and mighty on that throne.
Could they suck up to Game of Thrones anymore?
Well, they could change. They could start doing like a Game of Thrones intro. You know,
like Family Guy did, or Simpsons did.
Yeah, Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
Even Corey have to say, she's like Cersei Lannister. Stop.
Or even
to be honest, when I first saw her sitting there, I thought she looked more like a lifeguard.
That's what I thought. Attire at WrestleMania was based off of Jamie Lannister. So. And you thought he was a Gold Ranger.
Yeah, I thought he was a Gold Ranger. Okay, so that leaves us with the two top championship matches. We'll go to SmackDown first. Could we see Shinsuke Nakamura win the WWE Championship this weekend?
Possible.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think Jinder's time is done.
Oh yes, Ginger's time is done, but like what you said the other week, is Nakamura ready for that kind of push?
Well, if he doesn't, I mean, where'd you go? Because Cena didn't get a shot. Corbin lost his cash in. Cena's going to be leaving to film Bumblebee soon, so there's really no other option but to give it to Shinsuke, and they can feud over that for a couple of months.
Yeah, maybe culminate at Hell in a Cell or something, or is Hell in a Cell a Raw pay-per-view this year?
And it's a tough one for me because I think that's where we're going to get like another thing at Hell in a Cell. But as far as who's winning here, I could see Nakamura winning like they did last year when he won the NXT Championship by beating Samoa Joe. But man, I gotta go Jinder here. Don't hinder Jinder.
Okay, Nakamura for me, Jinder for Mike. Phoenix.
I'm gonna say Nakamura.
Alright. Okay. The main event for the Universal Championship. Fatal 4-way. First time, actually, Fatal 4-way for the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar defending against Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Samoa Joe. With the added stipulation that if Brock loses, he and Paul Heyman will be leaving WWE. Or so they say. This is what makes me think Brock's going to retain.
Yeah, because Brock has been advertised for the Raw after SummerSlam and No Mercy as well.
See, we gotta love the internet.
But I mean, let's. But if Brock does lose the title, then Heyman will be missed more than Brock.
Yeah, I think Butcher would agree with you, as he said last week or the week before.
Yeah, because all Brock does is suplexes. He needs to go, as Butcher also said, Brock needs to go back to the wrestler he was back 15 years ago.
Well, I don't think it's him. I think it's WWE. They're stuck in this thing that we're just gonna give him a Suplex City gimmick because people like it. Yeah, but we'd rather see him wrestle.
But they don't like it as much anymore.
No, it's gotten stale, but WWE are so behind on the times, they think things last forever. Example, John Cena.
He ain't gonna last forever.
With the brawl on Raw, I think all four looked like legit contenders, but when you think about it, I think the only two people that really stand a chance of walking away with the championship are Brock and Braun Strowman, from a creative standpoint. I think they're playing it fair with Roman now. He doesn't always win. He's not getting the championship all the time, so which is the exact way he needs to be booked if they stand a chance of getting him over.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think they do need to take him out of the title picture though, because
I don't think he needs to get out of the title picture as long as he's not winning it all the time. I think it's okay to keep him around. Or just keep him around Braun and just Braun keep squashing him. Or throwing chairs at him.
That match is going to eventually lose its appeal over time if they keep doing that. Maybe I can feud with Joe.
Yeah. To Battle of the Samoans.
And have Braun go after Brock.
He could, but Brock's not going to be around every week, is he?
Yeah.
They've used a lot of appearances with Brock for the last 2 months. He's pretty much been on every Raw, which is unheard of. Heyman, again, cutting a masterclass promo on Raw, and again, that just makes me think that they're keeping Brock around, and this whole UFC talk is just a red herring. It's a curveball. Just to make us think Brock could lose.
Lesnar said that WrestleMania just before around he was scheduled to defend against Roman Reigns a couple of years ago. Didn't he say on Sports Sense, I think it was, that he signed a 3-year deal? So
Yeah, but then he got stuck in the whole steroids thing.
yeah, he was given a year ban, something like that.
Yeah, so
A year, maybe
if he's
3
still
years
got
ban.
that same contract, he's got a year left on it.
But then again, I don't think Brock's going to miss some money, though, is he? He's got his farm to go back to. He's got more money than,
I think Brock could retire 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Um,
he just wants money.
Yeah, so yeah, there's the half of me that thinks Brock retains, and then there's the other half of me that thinks Paul Heyman is the one that turns on Brock, because he's done it before, and we always get a turn at SummerSlam. And if that happens, I can see him aligning with Braun Strowman.
Either Strowman or Joe, but is Paul stupid enough to turn on Brock?
If he's got Braun Strowman at his back.
I mean,
he's seen what Braun can do to Roman Reigns.
You've seen what Joe can do for Lesnar as well.
Yeah, Joe came very close. But yeah, that's just probably my imagination going wild, and there's an inseparable bond really between Brock and Paul Heyman. You can't split them again.
No.
I mean, apart from that little blip where Heyman went with Big Show and then with Kurt Angle, he's pretty much been at Brock's side for 15 years.
Yeah, because even when Heyman was with Big Show and then with Angle, yeah, Brock was still involved in those feuds. Or,
So my final prediction for that match, Brock retains.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Mike?
Gonna switch it up. I'm gonna say we're gonna have a new WWE Universal Champion, and his name is Braun Strowman.
It will be cool to see Braun as champion. Okay, well, that is all of SummerSlam covered. Good times. Now, I just wonder if we can make it through the 6-hour pay-per-view.
I know. Right? 6
hours. I think I'll be working that night. I think that's on Tuesday.
Okay. So then, we still got the finals to come, but first of all, you know what we do on specials? It's promo time. Before we get to that though, shout out to Tonight Alive. Make sure you check out their epic theme song for today. It's called World Away and is available on iTunes and Spotify right now. So, for the promos, who would like to go first? Phoenix or Mike?
Phoenix, if you want to go first, go ahead.
Yeah, you've been saving this one for months.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been saving this one since maybe Takeover.
Alright, just in case people aren't aware, who is it against?
Jinder Mahal, the Maharaja.
Alright, let's just make it a triple threat at SummerSlam. Let's add the Phoenix to the match. But then, do you really want to be in the ring with Nakamura getting kicked in the head?
Not after what happened to Austin Aries, no.
Yeah, that was an eye-opener. I'm so sorry.
If you're listening to this, if he's listening to this, you will be.
Yeah. I invoke option C. Okay. Alright, Phoenix, you may pick up the mic at the sound of the bell.
It takes too long to buffer, right?
Now, I'm guessing that you'd expect me to come on here and put another promo on The Miz, but I think my feelings towards him are well and truly established. For those of you who don't know, just go back and listen to Promo Rumble and Promo Mania. They're pretty much self-explanatory. It's time I move on. I'm done with The Miz. Well, for now, anyway. Jinder Mahal, you're next on my list, and here's why. some 3-4 years ago, you were released from WWE because you were shit. No doubt about it. You were just shit. And now all of a sudden, you're back and ripped, and you're given a major push. Now, I've heard all the steroid allegations, but I can see you've worked hard and to improve. But this is my issue. Although you have made an improvement, I don't think you've made a big enough improvement to deserve a WWE title push. The reason you were given the title seems to be only because the WWE wants to expand to India. But what happens when that fails? You'll go back to 3MB gender, and nobody who will be released and forgotten about in 6 months. Just like I'm willing to bet Bray Wyatt was the WWE champion 4 months ago, and how many people remember that? You're going down gender, either by me or the WWE. It's just a natural order of things. I just hope you're ready for when the inevitable happens and you go back to obscurity.
Nice. Was it worth the wait?
Very nice.
Was it worth the wait?
Yeah. Stumbled more. I think I stumbled more than I would have liked to, but oh.
We'll blame the lag for that one.
Yeah. Fucking lag.
Okay, up next is the champion, Mike Larkin. Have you chosen an opponent?
I thought of one actually while you were doing that, so I think you'll be surprised. I like to leave it to a surprise.
Okay. Okay, well, you may, of course, begin your promo at the sound of the bell.
You want to make all these challenges, man, oh man, you really just need to stay off the internet. Whether it's Twitter, whether it's Periscope, let me tell you something, Peril. When it comes to making all these challenges, oh, you want me to fight at the restaurant? Oh, fuck the other company and the pussies and that big-nosed buffoon. Let me tell you something, Alberto El Patron. You just got stripped of your GFW championship, and I'm going to strip you of your dignity. You, my friend, mi amigo, need to shut the fuck up. Silencio la boca. I'm just the guy to do that to you. My name is the Lark, the man with the bark, and I'm here to make my mark on professional wrestling. Suck it.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Now then, of course, at championship specials, that means your host has to cut a promo too. Now this time, I don't actually have a single thing prepared, so I'm going to leave it up to Mike and the Phoenix to decide on the opponent, and I'll see what I can come up with.
Okay. Mojo. No, we already did Mojo.
Then one on Mojo Rawley.
Naomi? Or did we do one?
We can't do cross-gender.
Oh, yeah.
How about the Miz?
I kind of like the Miz, though. Okay.
Go with the Miz.
Alright.
Wait a minute. You just said we can't do cross-gender. Look at friggin' Lucha Underground, but still, I get what you're saying. So, yes. Go with the Miz. Go with the Miz.
Alright. Phoenix, would you like to count me in?
Okay. Dazzy, when you're ready, you may pick up the mic.
Surprise. This is not Dazzy. This is my third time now speaking to you, Max Wrestling, and my name, as you should know by now, is Mason Ryan. Now I've been tasked with a new opponent, so I'm going to suspend my hostilities for a moment against you for taking the piss out of me for working in Sainsbury's. I'll have you know it's a nice job. But now I turn my attention to someone else. The Miz. You see, The Miz has made a name for himself as of late as the Intercontinental Champion. He's had 5-star matches in his past, and he put SmackDown Live on the map, he did. But since you've gone to Raw, Miz, it's all gone tits up, hasn't it? There's no more 5-star promos, there's no more
leading the locker room. There's no more making the Intercontinental Championship look more important than the Universal Championship. What you've done now, Miz, is you've become just another number. A bit like me working in Sainsbury's, really. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the Miz famous again. And at the same time, I'm gonna make Mason Ryan famous again. That's what's going to happen Sunday. When I have your boy, and then I have Maurice. It's time that the French woman tasted the Welsh rabbit.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, as you were delivering that, I just thought of someone else we could have mentioned because it's recent. And do you know who that certain person is?
Oh, was it KM?
Oh, no. I got somebody else for you.
Oh.
Joey Ryan in his pick slam.
Oh, man. Oh.
Save it for next time.
Yes, Joey Ryan is worse than the XFL.
Yes.
Hate that guy. Maybe promo series, you'll get a promo on Joey Ryan, and I'll flip more than his dick.
Oh.
But thank you, Mason, for that drive-by.
That was great. Both were great. Loved them.
Okay. We're going to go to our final break now. When we come back, it is time to decide the Max Wrestling Knowledge Championship. Stick around. You do not want to miss this.
If you haven't already, check out the brand new Throne Zone and subscribe to our new episodes on YouTube, Podomatic and iTunes.
Until then, remember, the internet is dark and full of spoilers. Bend the knee. Before we go any further, it's time to announce the next time you can join us for a championship special, which is Promo Series 2 that comes your way November 17th. We will be predicting NXT TakeOver Houston and Survivor Series, and of course the Knowledge Championship will be defended again. The question is, who will be the champion? Well, we're about to find out. And the theme song for that event is Soldier by Citizen Soldier. You can check that out now on iTunes and Spotify. So before we head into the final, we just also want to send our best wishes to the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who's gone through a lot of medical trouble this past week. We hear that the last update we heard was that he's recovering after surgery, so pull through, Nature Boy, keep on styling and profiling. So let's do the triple threat main event for the Knowledge Championship. As Mike is the defending champion, of course he goes last. Phoenix, as you're with us, you can decide who goes first between you and Kinny.
I'll let Kinny go first, I think.
Kenny's up first, okay. Okay, so the following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Thank you.
Sorry.
And it's for the Max Wrestling Knowledge Championship. First up, question 1 for Kinny again. There's no time limit on the head-to-head questions, so take all the time you want. Just don't take about 5 minutes. Alright, question 1 for Kinny. Here we go. Joseph Robinson is the real name of which current New Japan star and former NXT star?
CJ Parker, Juice Robinson.
Yes, Juice Robinson. Okay, first point to Kinny.
Nice.
Question 1 for the Phoenix. Again, no time limit. Your first question is, ECW star Supernova became better known in WWE as what?
probably wrong, but Super Crazy.
Super Crazy.
No, I didn't think so.
It was Simon
Simon
Dean with a Simon system. Alright, next question for Mike. How many times has Shinsuke Nakamura won the IWGP Intercontinental Championship?
Oh, dude. It's gonna be a guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Twice?
Twice. Was it
Twice.
twice?
Okay.
It was 5 times.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
All
so
good.
Kenny's currently in the lead. Let's get his second question. Question 2. How many times has The Undertaker defeated Hulk Hogan for the WWE Championship?
Okay, how many times did he defeated him? So 1991, and then he had the undisputed one where he beat. So 2.
2?
Yeah.
Yes. Survivor Series 91 and I believe it was Judgment Day 2002. Okay, 2 points to Kinny. Next question for the Phoenix. How many WrestleManias have been held at Madison Square Garden?
I don't know. 3.
Let me say 3. It was indeed 3. WrestleMania 1, WrestleMania 10 and WrestleMania 20. Okay, next question for Mike. Who was the first ever King of the Ring?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Was it... I remember this. Hold on. Oh, God. Was it Don Morocco?
Don Morocco. Yes, it was.
There we go. Yeah, I remember last time I got that wrong, so okay. And
I thought we asked that question again before sometime.
yeah, it did.
Alright, question 3 for Kinny, who's currently in the lead with 2 points. Question 3. Which WWE Hall of Famer was a member of the Nation of Domination and Right to Censor?
The Godfather.
Alright. It was the Godfather, or the Good Father, as he became known in RTC. 3 points to Kenny. Next question for the Phoenix. Who did Shane McMahon cost Stone Cold his match against at Survivor Series 1998?
Say that again.
Who did Shane McMahon cost Stone Cold Steve Austin his match against at Survivor Series 1998?
Oh, Mankind.
Mankind? Yes, he did.
That Deadly King tournament.
Yeah, Mankind then went on to be screwed against The Rock in Montreal Screwjob Part 2.
And they just showed this on SmackDown not too long ago.
Yeah.
But the
Kevin Owens showed it last week.
yeah.
Okay, next question for Mike. In what year did The Undertaker win his first Royal Rumble match? Everybody's grateful this wasn't the Phoenix's question.
It's The Undertaker, man. 2007.
2007. Yes.
Last eliminating Shawn Michaels, right? Then him and Batista.
Yeah. Phoenix, is that right? You're the Taker expert.
Yeah, last eliminating Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, and then face Batista.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, then we had the last man standing match at Backlash.
And the steel cage match on SmackDown.
Mm.
And then the match at Cyber Sunday, and then the Hell in a Cell at Survivor Series.
Alright. Next question from Kinny. Here we go. Question 4. Alexa Bliss is from which US state?
Ooh. I'm gonna say she's from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, you say Ohio?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. It's Columbus, but it is in Ohio.
Oh, Columbus, okay.
Another point for Kenny. He's on 4, which means you both need to get your next questions correct to stay in.
Okay.
Next one for you,
Okay.
Phoenix. You ready?
Okay.
In what year did Terry Funk defeat Sabu to win his first ECW championship?
Oh, fuck you. How am I supposed to know that?
What are you thinking?
I'm trying to get a rough estimate of the era of ECW. Oh, fuck it, 1998.
98.
Was it 97?
It wasn't. He did win it in 97, but the first time he won it was in 93
Oh.
against Sabu. 97, I believe, was barely legal.
Yeah, barely legal. And I remember the barbed wire match that he had with Sabu.
Oh, God, yeah. Probably the most infamous match in ECW.
Hell yeah.
Okay, next question from Mike. Needs to be right to stay in.
Okay.
And your question is: in what year did Arnold Schwarzenegger appear on SmackDown?
1999.
Okay, nice and quick. Yes, it was. He was awarded a replica of the WWE Championship and then proceeded to knock out Triple H.
Yes, and he was speechless.
Alright, next question from Kinny. And final question. Who succeeded Jack Tunney as the WWE President?
Wait, Jack Tunney, yeah?
Yes, who succeeded him?
Now this one. Oh, this one's hard because it's Abba Gorilla or Roddy Piper. It's either Gorilla or Roddy Piper. Oh shit, when was WrestleMania 10? WrestleMania 10 was 94. And then Gorilla. You know what? I'm just gonna say Roddy Piper. I know it's probably Gorilla, but I'm just gonna say Roddy Piper.
Okay, Roddy Piper. It was Gorilla Monsoon. Alright. No full house for Kinny, but he is on 4, which means, Phoenix, you can't catch him up, but I'll ask you your question anyway.
Fuck!
Your final question would have been, which state is Bray Wyatt from?
Oh no.
I'll give you a clue, it's not parts unknown.
Man.
I probably would have gone with like Ohio again. Probably wrong,
There's
but
been a lot of Ohio lately. He's from Florida.
okay.
Okay, so your final score on a head-to-head is 2 out of 5. Kenny's on 4. Mike is currently on 3. You get the final question. Of course, if you're wrong, Kinny is the new champion. If you're right, it's a draw. And of course, championships don't change hands on a draw, so you will retain.
Okay, hit me.
Okay, final question. It all rides on this.
Ooh.
Oh, let's get the Hell in a Cell theme. Final question is, who was the last person to hold the NWA Heavyweight Championship in TNA?
Oh my god. Last NWA champ, and now we're thinking TNA, right? This is not like the NWA itself.
Yeah, when TNA broke apart from NWA and then created their own TNA championship, so the last person to hold the NWA title while in TNA.
Oh shit. Dude. Now, the thing is here, and this is just me here, I'm thinking when it was like the TNA champion Kurt Angle won it, like 07-ish, right? Mm-hmm. So, oh man. When it was the NWA champ, I'm going to say it was Christian Cage, but then Kurt Angle won it. It became the TNA championship. So, man, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, dude. I'm going to say it was Christian Cage. Then Kurt Angle won it to become the TNA championships. I got to say Christian Cage.
Christian Cage, okay.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll be the first to congratulate Kenny, but I got to go Christian Cage.
Okay, if this is wrong, Kenny is the first 2-time champion. If it's right, yeah, it's a draw, but you do retain.
Okay.
Christian Cage. Oh. Barely. Just barely. It was Christian Cage. And you are still the Max Wrestling Knowledge Champion. And in 2 weeks, you will surpass Kenny's record.
Well done.
Thank you.
So we now move to promo series to defend that championship for the 4th time.
All right, now I'm curious. Hold on one second.
I believe it was Kurt Angle who became the first TNA champion.
No, I just had to look at the list of the NWA World Champions for 1 second. Because that's got me like bugged now. Okay, so it was Christian Cage, right? Like we mentioned.
Yeah.
So it was Christian Cage. Then it was vacated. Yeah. Then it was Adam Pearce, Brent Albright, Adam Pearce again, Blue Demon Jr. Of course, it's Adam Pearce again. Then it's Colt Cabana, The Sheik. It got vacated again. Adam Pearce, Colt Cabana, Adam Pearce, vacated. Kahagas, whoever the hell that is. Rob Conway, Satoshi Kojima, Rob Conway, Hiroyoshi Tenzan, Jax Dane, who is better known now as Will Cox and GFW as a part of the Veterans of War, and now Tim Storm is the current reigning NWA champion, whoever the hell Tim Storm is.
Huh. How many times has Adam Pearce been NWA champion?
All right, now I gotta go back now. That's why I was like curious, because I had to say Christian, Kurt Angle, Adam Pearce, okay. Adam Pearce, uno, dos,
I counted like 5.
5, yeah.
Damn. Okay. So there we go, that's the end of the championship. Before we go to the end of the show, let's of course get the brand of the week from Mike. Please play the graphic.
Okay, brand of the week for me. Man, I like them both. I mean, the whole thing with the Corbin crap I could have done without, but yeah, it's element of surprise. Same with what we did with Tozawa winning on Raw. And I did enjoy the end segment with the brawl with Brock, Braun, and Roman and Joe and all that good stuff. I got to go with Raw this week for the brand of the week.
Alright. And one last thing to do. Phoenix, do you have the total match times for Raw and SmackDown this week?
Yeah. Give me a sec. Right.
I'm
Anyone
going
want
to
to
go
make
with
any
Raw
guesses?
first and say 1 hour 4 minutes for Raw, I'm guessing. Actually, I think that's what it was last week.
Mike, any guesses?
1 hour and 5 minutes.
You're probably going to be shocked at this. It was 56 minutes, 20 seconds.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Considering it's a 3-hour show, I think that's quite bad.
Yeah, well, take out the breaks, we've probably got 1:45. So yeah, we're still losing nearly an hour. Damn. Okay, and for SmackDown, there wasn't really that many matches on SmackDown. I'll say
It was like 4 matches, yeah.
35 minutes.
40 minutes and 25 seconds.
It was 26 minutes, 21 seconds.
What the fuck?
That is terrible.
That's horrible.
But after they had the whole 205 live stuff, they had a dark match.
Yeah.
Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler and Rusev.
Okay, well, it's a Dolph Ziggler sighting.
Have you got the matches for 205 as well?
No.
Okay, so we can't add them on.
Oh.
Alright. Well, we've reached the end. Congratulations to Mike Larkin on defending and retaining the Max Wrestling Knowledge Championship.
Thank you, man. Those are really good questions. You gave me the Japan one because as soon as I heard you say that with Nakamura and IWGP, I'm like, I know Kinny would get this because he's the New Japan expert.
Yeah.
But as far as that one, yeah, I had to think about the TNA one because, yeah, I had to think about the transition with NWA and TNA. But, yeah, man, that was good. I really did enjoy doing this. This was a nice one. We were all pretty close.
Yeah,
That
that was
ECW
so
one,
close.
I just couldn't figure out like when started. I knew roughly when it merged with WWE, but I didn't know when it officially started. So I was a bit fucked on that one.
Yeah, Craig, don't even worry about it, dude. I probably would have got that wrong, too.
But he knows my ECW knowledge is terrible.
But
yeah.
I also didn't know you were going to choose to go second.
It's all your fault.
And commiserations to the competitors, the Phoenix and Kinny Killa. Better luck next time, which is of course in November. You may have noticed, by the way, people, that the Butcher is not with us at this auspicious occasion. He's saving himself because next week we will be in the midst of the Game of Thrones finale as we reach the penultimate episode of the season and look ahead to the season finale. So he will be back next week on the Max Wrestling podcast, but you can of course hear him this week on this week's Throne Zone, which was uploaded last night. And you can also find him at 69 Butcher if you miss him that much. Also, thank you to the captains. You can find the Phoenix at
The Phoenix 626.
and you can find your still reigning, defending, undisputed Max Wrestling Knowledge champion, Mike Larkin,
At SM Show 1 or at MCL92 on the Twitter, and the SoundCloud is MC Larkin92. A lot of great audios coming, so just stay tuned. That's really all I got to say about that.
Good times. And of course, follow me if you dare at DazzyMWP, and make sure you follow Max Wrestling at Max Wrestling UK. And as I said, don't forget to check out the series finale of Throne Zone in a couple of weeks, and we will be reviewing Season 7's Episode 6 next week. You can also find that at Throne Zone UK. Thank you all for joining us for Promo Slam 2. Hope you enjoy NXT TakeOver Brooklyn and SummerSlam this weekend. And we'll see you next week for our reactions. That is the bottom line.
Because we're out of time.
We're out of time. Legally, marker.
Loosely translates to, you lose the WWE Championship to me. Quote.
Also,
Nakamura.
Also, new Cruiserweight Champion, Tozawa.
Sounds so weird when you combine the two. That's what Military Maka now translates to.
It doesn't have to be